Hi, this is a response to Faint Starlight, and your video is Ignorance Bliss. And it was a really good video, and I thought it just kind of brought up some really interesting things to think about. And not wishing to sit on the fence, but I think there's a yes and a no to that. I think a lot of people live life like ignorance is bliss. They want to just live and not consider the things that they don't know or they don't understand. I suppose maybe in our sort of societies here in the UK or in the US, the media does a lot to kind of promote that an ignorance is bliss lifestyle actually really can be bliss. It can be great, fun, exciting. Just live your life, do what you want to do, have fun and enjoy it, and keep it nice and shallow so that no one really has to be offended by anything, no one has to be really challenged by anything, and it's about this deep, and that's fine, and life can be enjoyable that way, so long as when you're lying awake at night you're not thinking questions like, why am I here, is my life important, where's all this going to end up? And I guess that's where, for me, the no side comes in, that if there is a deeper meaning to life, if there is a reason why we're here, we want to kind of get to grips with that, then ignorance isn't bliss. If we're someone whose mind's going that there's got to be more than what I see around, there's got to be more than just following the latest trend, kind of keeping up with the Joneses or whatever term we want to use to describe that kind of rat race existence, then ignorance isn't bliss, and ignorance becomes a pain, and ignorance becomes something that we want to fight against. At the same time, I know for me it is so true that the more you discover about things, the more experience you get in certain areas of life, the more pain that brings with it. And that was brought home to me back at the end of last year, being in Jerusalem, visiting the Holocaust Museum they've got there, and just I remember looking at one set of photos that are on the wall, which basically showed a group of ladies, I don't even remember which country they were from kind of being taken to the edge of a pit and stripped and shot and their bodies dumped in there. And that was just something that you see pictures in books, but just to be in the museum, there's so much stuff there, so much going on. It really brought home the reality of what genocide is like, and the kind of futility of it and the pointlessness of it. And I know for me, kind of looking at that, it was like it took away an area of ignorance in my life about some of the things that went on back during the Second World War, and that's something that's going to stay with me. But at the same time, it brings a deeper level of understanding of human suffering, and an understanding of pain, and an understanding of just how unjust things can be in life. And in that sense, it wakes you up from a blissful existence where you can think that things are really not that bad. And then, when you bring that forward into the day and you look at the news and you see things that are going on, you realise that for many people today, life's just the same as that. And that makes it all the harder to live a shallow existence. So I think for short-term gain, yes, blissful ignorance is great. But probably for longer term, if we're concerned about seeing where life is going and maybe tackling some of the bigger questions that life throws up, then I don't think ignorance really is the way ahead. Thanks for putting out a great video. I'm going to go, if I had to choose between the two and not sit on the fence, no, I don't think ignorance is bliss at the end of the day. But thanks for the video, and thanks for watching this one. Cheers.